So it's great to be here today. Another Monday motivation. Hold on to hope. So, good afternoon, friends. I'm so glad you're here with me today. If you're watching this, maybe you're walking through a season that feels heavy, confusing, or just plain hard. And I want to speak directly to you today because that's what we're here to talk about. So let me ask you a question first of all. Have you ever looked at your past or glanced at your present moment and quietly thought to yourself, how can anything good possibly happen to me? Everything is so hard. If that's where you're at, you're definitely not alone. I could I could bet that all of us have had days like that where we just feel like the future is bleak and dark. Today's message is called Hold On to Hope because I believe with all my heart that hope is not just some fluffy idea. It was the lifeline for me to dig myself out of my own despair. When life feels bleak, that can be hard, but holding on to hope is the first step. So when the past and the present feel too heavy to think about the future, we all carry stories. We've each come through trauma, loss, betrayal, chronic illness. Seasons of survival have plagued us probably more than once in our lifetime. And when you've lived through enough of those moments, it can be easy to believe the lie that things will always be this way. I believe that is a lie because there is goodness in every day, no matter how dark it is. But here's something I need you to know. Your past may explain some of the pain you feel today, but it does not need to define your destiny. You have made it through your darkest days, and there will be other dark days. And your life is still writing your story. There's still more to come. Even if you can't see the end yet, hope will carry you as you continue your journey. Hope doesn't mean ignoring the pain. We do have to deal with that pain. That's how we heal. It means choosing to believe, even with trembling hands, that there is still light ahead, even with all the uncertainty that we feel. There is still healing to come, even though we feel like we've done our best to heal already. The truth is, you're not finished yet. We're never finished with our lives. Things get better, and then darkness hits again. So we just need to know how to handle that. Here are 3 ways to keep hope alive, to hold on when you feel like you can't find hope. So let me give you these 3 powerful ways to help you hold on to hope even when everything in you wants to give up. The first one is to speak life over all your situations. Here's what I mean. Let's be honest. Our internal dialogue can be brutal. Our self-talk can be very negative, especially when we're going through difficult times. When life gets hard, we start repeating things that aren't rooted in faith or truth. Phrases like, I'll never get through this. This always happens to me. Why is life so hard? Nothing ever changes. I do my best, but still, I'm stuck here. These are words, but they're also seeds. And when you speak them and plant them over and over, they grow into despair. But here's the shift. You have the power to speak life even before you see life-changing results. So I want you to start declaring the truth about your situation, not just what you see, but what you believe. And here's how you can flip the script. Let's try this. I may not see the answer yet. I may have a lot of uncertainty, but I trust the answer is coming. That resolution will happen. Or something new is developing for me. There's darkness in my future, but I also know there's goodness, there's blessings. So what blessing can I find in the dark? Or there is purpose in the pain, and I will rise from the ashes. I will rise again. Speak it until your soul believes it. That's not denial. That's discipline. That's being intentional about thriving, even when we're not fully healed, even when we're still dealing with crazy stuff, even when you feel like your future is bleak, there are still blessings to be found. It is always possible to have pain but happiness at the same time. So write those life-affirming truths, whatever they are for you, on sticky notes and post them on your bathroom mirror, in your kitchen, wherever you are going to see it every day or multiple times a day. In your car. You can also write them in your journal or say them out loud. What you say shapes what you see. So write down these affirmations and these positive thoughts. And as always, remember, life happens for you. Life does not happen to you. The second way to keep hope alive is to remember what you've already been through. You've already accomplished so much. I cannot talk about hope without sharing my faith. I always remember, or I often forget, but I will remember that God has already brought me through so much. He's brought you through a lot of things too. So take inventory of your past victories, things you've accomplished. You can do hard things. You've endured hard things and heartbreak. You've climbed mountains others never saw. That's not just coincidence. That's grace. Give yourself grace. Having hope has history. You're not standing here today because life has been easy. You're standing here because God brought you through things that could have destroyed you. I want you to take a moment right now and think back. What was something you didn't know you'd made it through, but you didn't think you would make it, but you did? You came out on the other side. Oh, I could name a dozen things right off the top of my head. When did God show up unexpectedly or just in time? because you know His timing is perfect. What prayer did God answer when you had almost given up, or when you had given up? These memories are not just sentimental, they are your evidence. They are reminders that the same God that delivered you through your darkness is here now and can still help you. Psalm 77:11 says, I will remember the deeds of the Lord. Yes, I will remember your miracles of long ago. If it would help, keep a faithfulness journal. Write out all these moments or answer these questions. It helps you keep track of your spiritual receipts. And when you look back, you can connect the dots of your life and see how things lined up. When fear says, this is too much, your faith can respond, He's done it before and He'll do it again. When you feel like giving up, remind yourself of all you've already overcome. Hope gets stronger when we anchor it in the evidence. The third idea for helping you hold on to hope is to stay connected to hope-filled people. Hope is contagious, but so is despair and misery. So if you're constantly surrounded by negativity or doubt and fear, it can wear you out. It can exhaust you. But isolation is also dangerous, especially when you're struggling. So one of the first things hopelessness tries to do is to separate you from the people in your life. It convinces you that no one will understand, that you're too much, or that you're not worth the effort to even try. But let me say this clearly. You were not created to heal in isolation. That's why I created our Facebook group, so that we could inspire and grow and heal together. So surround yourself in community, knowing the power of encouragement, accountability, and presence. If that's family or friends, or people in this group, or another group. But find your community. Make sure you're plugged into people who will lift you and not push you down. They'll speak life into your circumstances. These are the people who give you hope, who support you in the darkness, and celebrate with you in the light. And remember, relationships are reciprocal, so you can do the same for them. Ask yourself, who speaks life into me? Who lifts me when I'm tired? And on the flip side, who drains your hope? Who leaves you feeling heavy every time you talk? I call them energy suckers. You may need to adjust your circle. Not everyone can go where you're going. That's not rejection. It's refinement. It's also protection for your soul. We are on this earth to encourage one another, not tear each other down. That means we lean in, we link arms, and we hold on to hope for each other. When we can't hold it alone, others can help us hold on to hope. So plug in, reach out, stay connected, and don't ever be afraid to say, I need help holding on to hope right now. That's not a weakness. That's wisdom. So as we close today, I want to give you a call to action. I want to leave you, first I'll leave you with the words of Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. As Emily says, hope is always there, perched in our soul. It may not have words, but it's always there. You just have to remember to call upon it. Even in silence, even in the struggle, hope keeps singing and can pull you out of a bad day. So today, I challenge you to do just one thing to nurture your hope, whether it's journaling, praying, meditating, declaring truth out loud, or reaching out to someone. Just take one step, because when you nurture hope, you water the roots of your healing. So drop a heart in the comments if you're committed to hold on to hope for me this week. I'm going to hold on and hold on tight, and I'll help you do that too. I'll be doing lots of posting multiple times a day about hope. Little reminders, anything that can help you. If this message speaks to you, share it with others. I'll post it on YouTube, so it's open to the public to be able to view it. Someone else might benefit from a word about hope and about not giving up. So stay encouraged and stay hopeful. I'm rooting for you. And as always, I'm cheering you on. Thanks for joining today. Send any questions you have. I'm happy to help.